How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I want to talk about the fastest way to earn XP in this game. So with that being said, this is going to require Showdown as well as skipping all the way to the end of Showdown, because I feel that if you do this multiple times, you can complete it 2 or 3 times in the same time it would take you to complete one Showdown. Now, by completing one Showdown in this game, you do get a lot of XP. You do get over 10,000 XP included with all the missions and all of the Showdowns leading up to the final one. With this method, I should be able to complete the final Showdown 2 times in about 40 minutes or so, even less, depending on how many pitches I'm taking while I complete this. Now, this method is a little bit challenging, but the developers have recently made it a lot easier. They have made Showdown much easier because they changed the difficulty for all of the stage 1 and 2 Showdowns back to veteran. So with that being said, we're going to get into the NL West Showdown. This is a Showdown that sometimes I had a tough time completing on All-Star. I will say that Walker Buehler can be a little bit tough, but more so I had a tougher time with Madison Bumgarner in the middle of this Showdown when I was completing each and every mission along the way. So sometimes I would skip that one. The reason why I'm completing this exact Showdown is because I want to obtain the last future stars and last few team affinities at 100% for the NL West. I need the Rockies and the Giants. If you notice, I'm at level 86 Diamond, and by completing this Showdown, I will not only get the 5 vouchers in about 15 to 20 minutes, but I will also get 7,000 something XP, 7,400 XP, right around there, and that is in 15 to 20 minutes. So if I do that 2 or 3 times within the hour, I can earn over 20,000 XP depending on how many extra base hits I have, depending on how many home runs I hit in this Showdown. Not only that, but I am also grinding program stars for the 4th inning program. So this is another way to earn program stars very quickly, because you can play, for 15-20 minutes, get these Showdowns complete, and also earn a program star or 2 by completing this, as well as diamond players by through Face of the Franchise and future stars in stage 1 and stage 2 team affinity. I'm looking to prepare myself for stage 3 team affinities that should be released later on this month. I think that they'll be coming out within the next couple of weeks. So I'm trying to help everybody out in this way, show and provide examples of me completing this method. This time around, I had a much easier time. I failed it quite a few times yesterday on stream. I played this a few times off stream and completed it each and every time. And I think I will be streaming this once again today, trying to complete a couple more of these team affinities, as I still have 10 left. So with that being said, I do want to be prepared for stage 3. Those cards should be really good. I'm thinking 95 to 97 overall players. I think that some teams could have 97 overalls, maybe a 98, but I'm not really sure. I think they're going to save 98 and 99 overalls for stage 4 later on in the fall. But anyway, I think that this Showdown method is pretty easy, especially if you follow some of the tips that I've included. If you do get off to an early start, like we do in this one, we get the confidence down on the pitcher. He starts throwing fastballs right over the plate, cutters that break over the middle, and we can really hit the ball well. I mean, this Trent Grisham card was a bronze or a common, and I realized that he has one of the best swings in the entire game. I think that his swing is very quick. I realized that, sometimes playing this Showdown, players that I can draft up in BR, I notice different swings I might want to try out on my creative player. As you can see there, though, with the confidence meter, we do get it all the way down. 9 runs scored with 11 outs remaining. This is a great start. This is looking like I will be able to complete it very easily. We're halfway, and we have more than half of the runs scored. Now we drop down a couple outs. We have 9 runs with 9 outs remaining. We have Gavin Lux. This card is always good for me in these Showdowns. I always try to draft up the same guys that do well. So, for example, I hit better with Gavin Lux in this Showdown than I would that Luis Gonzalez card, even the Diamond. Same type of thing with this Josh Naylor. Guys that are lefties that have mid-60s power, mid-60s contact, trying to get the best matchup. If you know who you're going up against in this Showdown, that will certainly help. you can always mix it up too. You don't have to do the same exact one to grind out XP. If you already have all of the team affinities completed and you're just looking to get XP quickly, then you might want to mix it up. Face different pitchers. Probably the easier ones are when you're facing Josh Hader or Michael Kopech. Those guys are probably the easiest ones to take on in Showdown, or some of the Stage 2 cards facing the future star pitchers. But anyway, I did that a little bit yesterday as well. I faced Clark Schmidt, I faced Dane Dunning, I faced Brady Singer, and I was able to complete Stage 2 much easier than Stage 1. But I just wanted to provide this XP method as well as examples of how I'm able to skip to the end here. This is much easier on veteran. However, you will line out, you will hit the ball right to people. That's going to happen in any game mode in MLB The Show 20. That's going to happen in this year's game regardless. But the computer will sometimes, make diving plays. Sometimes they'll make an error. Sometimes they'll throw it away. In this specific Showdown, I got the best possible perk. I got the Heart Attack perk, which gives you a contact boost while losing. And if we were able to tie it up, let's say we just hit a base hit with Luis Gonzalez here, then that perk would be unactivated. It would go away until we walked it off, obviously. So with that being said, in this next one, I am going to provide an example of me getting the worst perk, or potentially what could be the worst perk, depending on how you use it. And what I mean by that is the off-the-radar perk can be very helpful for you, especially the silver one, but it can also be the worst perk in Showdown, because if you are swinging at pitches outside the zone, and sometimes you'll get a check swing, sometimes you'll actually make contact with that pitch with that perk, sometimes you will put the ball in play when normally you might foul it off. Just the way the perk works, it might turn into a lot of outs if you don't use that perk to your full advantage. Now, sometimes you can also get rewarded with base hits on pitches outside the zone because of that increased contact attribute, or increased contact perk, I guess. So that will also help you, but it's all about how you kind of use that perk to your advantage in Showdown. But I always try to draft up the perks that are going to give me somewhat of an offensive edge. When I'm skipping all the way to the end, I'm not pitching in these moments. I'm not worried about trying to drive in runners, or worried about trying to hit a couple home runs in a certain amount of outs, or anything in that nature. I'm just looking to get the perks that are going to help me hit the ball a little bit better in the final Showdown, where I'm putting guys out of position randomly in the batting lineup, batting as many lefties or as many righties as possible depending on the matchup. Most of these Showdowns you are going up against a right-handed pitcher, but there are a few that you go up against a lefty, I would say, with the NL Stage 2 Showdown as well as the one against Josh Hader. So with that being said, in this particular clip right here, I am exchanging a couple cards. I do have some golds stashed up. I plan on either selling those cards when Stage 3 comes out, or using them to exchange to kind of set myself up for the next stage or the next pathway of rewards. So with that being said, we do have to complete the NL West Showdown one more time in order to get to the next stage, Stage 2 on the Giants. And I also wanted to see, if I could get some exchange points towards the Mets and unlock the Michael Conforto with another Showdown after this. So with the vouchers, you get 20 points. I'm trying to take away that odd number, or I guess use one exchange or two exchanges to take away one Showdown. I think that that method is pretty helpful. If you have some of these cards just stashed away, you can either sell them or you can exchange the cards that are non-sellable. So that's awesome. But as you can see, I started off at a low level 86. Now we will be going for level 87 with this next Showdown as well. These team affinities are a great way to build up your packs, build up your stubs. As you do get a lot of stubs by completing them, you could put those stubs into exchanges for other team affinities, or you could use those stubs to enter the Showdown and skip all the way to the end to try and get more guys unlocked. So with that being said, we do get the Michael Conforto at 53. We need to complete the NL West Showdown again. This is the perk I was talking about, off the radar. That can really help you, and it can also hurt you. I think that this defibrillator quirk is a little bit better. I think that perk at the silver range, if you can get both of those and stack them, that's almost as good as the slight contact boost while losing, I would say, because you are in the 0-0 count, the 1-1 count, or the 2-2 count quite often when you're doing these showdowns. So anyway, I'll take you guys through more of an advanced or more of a fast-forwarded showdown. I did complete this once again against Walker Buehler, and I wanted to set myself up a little bit for the stream later in order to complete Stage 1 showdown for the Mets and Stage 2 showdown for the Giants. So we will have a variety of showdowns to complete. I'll be doing this same exact method, looking to get closer to the prestige level. I mean, I was just at level 79 the other day, leveled up about 6 or 7 times in the last like 24 hours or so, just from playing this showdown and some viewer games as well. I've also gained a lot of program stars in the 4th inning by doing this. I mean, I completed it probably 5 or 6 times yesterday. I've completed it 2 times today in this video, and this is the 2nd time right here. So we do get off to, once again, an early start. We scored 7 runs so far with only 3 outs. Now I got a couple outs in a row. We have 9 runs though, with 14 outs remaining, and now we're starting to get rewarded on some interesting swings. Like that swing right there probably would have resulted in an out if the pitcher's confidence was not down all the way. Same type of thing here. That's probably a ground ball to the 3rd baseman if the pitcher has half of a bar of confidence or more, if we don't have the 13 runs scored. Now we get multiple outs in a row. I had a guy get caught stealing. I got thrown out on the bases once, I think, and that will increase the confidence on the pitcher. Getting picked off or getting caught stealing, hitting into a double play, striking out. But hitting extra base hits will lower that confidence back to all the way down to a minimal bar, if no bar at all. So with that being said, Trent Grisham, once again, this card was really good. I picked him up in both of these drafts. Gavin Lux was amazing in both of these drafts as well. Those are 2 cards I'm always looking to pick when I'm going up against Walker Buehler in this NL West Stage 1 showdown. So we will unlock, I guess, Stage 2 for the Giants, like I was talking about earlier. But as you can see here, we're almost to level 88. I'm looking to get up to the prestige level here within the next week or so, before all these Stage 3 team affinities drop and I'm doing this showdown for the Stage 3. I want to unlock the prestige cards as well as Barry Larkin and Minnie Minoso by reaching Diamond level 99. So that's what's on my agenda, I guess, for the next week. There's also some World Series rewards being released later today. I'll probably be live when that goes live a little bit later. Until next time, everyone, I'm College Lefty, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.